Hello, Sunshiners! We're so back. We were never gone. We've got Jeff and Ambo playing Lockout. This is a classic matchup. This is one to get excited for. Uh,
Two California kids,
that's true, yeah. Have they met?
West Coast rivalry. It's kind of a
Surely
late
they've
night
met, right?
game, little bingo after dark, if I will.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm still in that from college football, so
I mean, yeah, but we got the perfect commentary duo for the job to not take it too serious and just, relax a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is slated to be so good. These are two like champions of the game who had their rivalry in season one, and their only match since is a bomber that haven't seen, but either ended in like a DQ or a game over, like some nonsense in season five. And then other than that, they haven't played since the prime, since season one, all the way. So this is historic rivalry coming back to the forefront. And there's a lot to be
here you
excited
you
for.
have the extension for the countdown.
Oh yeah, here. Oh, okay,
Oh,
Jeff's
that's
got
fine.
it. Never mind. Would have been really. The worst is when both people do it, because then it's like, oh, which one counts?
It's the first one to reveal the card.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, look at the center tomato.
My favorite. I doubt it'll get done. No, I don't. I don't know for sure if that's true. Uh, this
Let's
turn
see what
doesn't
other
look
card
great though
coins
at
are.
first.
Oh, we talk about this every time it pops up. 20 Bianco. How much we hate it.
Yeah, that is a classic.
That's
Though
a
I do
staple of
think
our
it'll
commentary.
get done. That is really a staple of our commentary. I think it will get done though, because 15 Bianco's good, and that's also on the card.
Yep.
And from there, it's like you can hold 20 hostage. You can pick it up whenever. There's also a reason to get the Bianco Turbo, like Bianco 4 hoverless. I feel like Bianco's a pretty easy start to play. Because I don't know, I feel like you kind of make progress towards everything. You get your secret, you get your boss, you get your 4 hoverless, Bianco blues. You can get a Turbo later. You can make it work.
This is a weird card.
What makes you say that? I feel like it's very easy
Pianta
to say
hidden.
that.
No, Pianta hidden, right? That's kind of weird on this
Is
card.
it? Well, I mean, there's
See
4
this
Pianta, but
Serena
like you don't
hidden,
do it.
Serena hidden, 4
Let's
Gelato
go.
shines, 6 Rico shines, 4 Noki shines.
There's a lot of number of shines goals, which is kind of
Like
weird.
you're having to go 4 shines deep into a lot of these levels.
Yeah,
Like even all that Bianco stuff you said, that's multiple shines in there.
yeah, that's true. You're onto something. You're onto something. Honestly, I'm starting to warm up to the idea of Serena a little bit, because you can get the early secret for 3 secrets. Uh,
For sure, yeah, that's a good point.
and then the Serena hidden setup. Is there other reason to do Serena though? There's no like pipes. There's no.
Serena 5.
There's Yeah. I mean that you
Serena
probably
hidden.
want that eventually. So like if you make the early Serena play, you're setting up for that, but you definitely don't
And
commit to it
I mean,
early.
these guys are actually. Oh wait, what? Wait, what are they looking at? What's the 2 hidden shine one? Where was that card?
2
2 hidden reds
hiddens.
hoverless. Like that's
Oh
what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
These guys are probably good enough to do Serena 2 are hoverless.
hmm I think that gets
So like,
beat by a Bianco 3R Gelato 1R though, right? Not to say that you necessarily have to do that, because I mean Gelato's the easy secret, and so I feel like you might as well just do the hidden red hoverless.
for sure, for sure.
But like Serena 2
But
is definitely in the conversation. Like,
if
yeah,
you're
I agree with
doing
that.
a Serena hidden shine early, you might as well try and do it hoverless in case your opponent also kind of makes a weird play around it.
Yeah. And especially
Not
like
to lose
if
that
you're
much
not
time.
contesting Bianco, like I feel like if you are the Bianco starter, you have to kind of defend a lot of Bianco stuff if you want to pick it all up. So you could make a play like Serena hidden to Gelato 1R and then maybe win 3 secrets. Yeah, I could see that
Makes
working.
sense. That makes sense.
Either way, I still feel like the dominant play is just to go to Bianco and trade stuff, because there's just enough Bianco stuff to where
Yeah.
you want something.
Do you want the blues though? Because I think the hidden is stronger. The hidden
Stronger than
play,
the
the
blues or
secret
than the
play is stronger
4?
than the blues play. Because I'm looking at the blues goals in this card, and they don't seem that strong.
Yeah, I mean 45, and then you're setting up for 20, right? Those are kind of the biggest draws. What's the other
After
blues
that,
goal?
though, it's not that
65?
great.
Yeah. The thing is what I like, and this is just maybe because of my playstyle, because I'm a big slow guy, is if I start 15 Bianco and my opponent doesn't do it, I can probably be first to either 4 hoverless or the hidden red hoverless, right? Just based on what
Oh,
my
true.
opponent clicks. So like if I do
True.
15 Bianco and then finish out 3, like, then again, 15 Bianco is kind of slow, right? So maybe a
It's
quick
not
Bianco 4 hoverless
great.
rush would beat Bianco 15 Bianco and episode 3 done. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to say.
it's a weird card. You got the 100 coin shines lurking there as well, pin 100, which shouldn't be too bad. It's just you got to fit it in at the right time. But same with Piana 100. I mean, you can just go in Piana 1 and do that whenever you want, but you don't want to go
Yeah.
to Pianta really.
I mean, you don't want to start it, but I feel like Piano 1, 2, 3, and 100 is like not awful value. You don't
See,
want to
then
do
I
it
look
off
at
the
it
bat,
more.
but like mid game, I don't think it's bad.
I look at it more though, and then it's like 4 Piana shines, Piana hidden. You can get some sneaky progress there for like later
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, no, Piano is like a very good mid game play. You get 2 goals, pretty low commit, and you can hold another hostage. That's 3 clicks. That's pretty good value, especially when a lot of the like basic stuff is gone. So it's
Even
definitely not
early
bad at
on,
all.
the levels are pretty fast if you ignore the 100 coin shine. Even the 100's pretty fast, but like getting the 12 level shines,
Yeah, no, it's great 12
you,
levels. That it's what I was thinking when I said mid game was like maybe levels 9 through 12. It's like perfect because
oh
it's
yeah,
quick levels and then it's like uh you win to that goal and then it's even more valuable.
that's what I was gonna say. That could be your play into Pin a Park potentially.
Yeah, true. Like you could start Bianco and you could say I don't care about 2H or H, I'd rather get the Piana stuff. Like there's actually a lot of options on this card, which is pretty cool.
All right, here's a
Do you
question for you.
Yeah, go
Does
for it.
column 1 row 4 get clicked?
Column 1, row 4. I feel like it's a good, easy one to hold as your last goal. The question is someone gonna do that? That's like a whole nother dilemma, right?
Serena
Is the
5's not that terrible.
So Serena 5 is definitely the one you're doing on this
Yes.
card, I feel like. So let's be real, dude. Noki 6, Gelato 6, it's just
Hmm.
too deep. For Noki, you only want to do through episode 3, that's just too far away. And 18 Serena, you're already in episode 4, so it's like, you might as well. At that point. The thing is that is the person that's holding Serena hostage gonna be the guy that wins? I think that's literally what it comes down to. Because if not, then
Exactly.
they're gonna be busy contesting the other stuff and not closing out their win condition. Or on the other hand, if they are closing out the win condition, then you just do 18 Serena into Serena 5 and win.
One thing deceptively strong about Serena 5 though is the 5 boss shines, because Rico is really weak. There is 6 Rico shines,
That's true.
but there's nothing else in Rico on this card.
Yeah, I think you could probably justify Rico 1 with blues or something in the mid game for the boss, but like
Yeah, no, Rico 1's fine, but you don't want to
yeah,
go
but
all
that's
the way
all
to
you
Rico
want
5
to
on
do.
this
Yeah,
card.
yeah. No, definitely not. Unless like 6 Rico becomes very important late for some reason, which I don't really see happening. This could be a Noki 2 5th boss, to be honest. With
Oh,
4
that's a
Noki.
good point.
I feel like that's probably what would hapen, but I don't know for sure.
That makes a lot more sense. I always forget about Noki too.
It's easy to forget because you don't do the boss. Like whoever does the boss there, like it makes
Yep,
sense to forget.
for sure, for sure.
All right, double Bianco open. I think that's not so surprising.
No, it's very
Uh,
safe.
yeah, yeah. It's
You,
also like even if you do want to go Pianta, at least you have like a hidden progress that your opponent doesn't if they rush it. So you have options.
definitely, the setup is just way too good.
Yeah, I feel like it's very hard to find a card where it's like you really can't unlock the Bianco statue at the start. I feel like it just works with whatever the hell you're doing. Even if you lose the Piana stuff, it's like, okay, well now they don't know I have the Piana stuff. You probably have other things that you have. This is me coping because this is how I lost a block out to Deathline in a scrim the other day, but
It's a
I
scrim
swear it
though.
was a good play. Mm.
No, I
That's true,
trust you,
scrims
man.
don't count. It was a good scrim though. I don't regret the decision. Okay, so double Bianco. No shocker here. Is anyone gonna do the spicy pizza blues? That's what I'm wondering.
I feel like Jeff's going to, right? No, not looking like it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that I feel like everyone has really shied away from blues routes ever since Ramato retired. I'm like the only one keeping the dream alive. I'm such a blues heavy player. I feel like everyone else is like, to be fair, on this card, blues aren't that strong, so like it makes sense that you wouldn't start blues. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like people have been scared of blues ever since the olden days.
Ombo's getting a little bit trolled here, gameplay wise, early on. Even trying to enter the statue, you got a little bit trolled. So
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes, man. Like, oh no, not the windmill kicks. You can't be missing those. This ain't your rookie season. All right, we're good. It was never a doubt. Okay.
I'm like so focused in. I don't know what these guys are gonna do. Like, obviously, I know they're gonna be in Bianco, but I want to see how they differ, how they see this card, and where they diverge, because they both know how to play bingo so well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can play this card in so many ways. So I'm just like, I'm curious what they think. And also, like, I feel like when you're rivals, you know, there's also that like information game, because it's like, oh, I kind of know what this guy's about, you know. So
For
I'm
sure,
curious
for
if
sure.
they're both gonna like play into that, what they think their opponent's gonna start on a card where you can kind of start a lot of different things.
Yeah, the Serena is just so scary too, especially when you're going against someone where you think you know how someone's gonna play, but with Serena being relatively strong, it's not like overwhelmingly strong, but relatively strong. It's always literally spooky place to be, and figuratively.
Yeah, man, it's just so scary to just rush like Serena Hidden or something. It's so slow, man. It's so slow. Serena's such a brutal world.
And I'm sure some of these guys are thinking, man, when's the last time I've done a Serena whenever?
No, they've done it recently, surely. I mean, Jeff played Bingo 2v2 recently, and Ambo also played Row Control this tournament. So like they've been playing. Maybe
Oh,
not
they've
like maybe they're not at their peak, but they
like
can whenever. I'm confident.
sometimes it takes a couple to dust off the rust, though.
It is easy to miss a couple. That's true. That much is true. We've all lost like 20 seconds to whenevers across a couple shines. Like, no matter how good you are, that can happen.
Jeff finally bonked, so gameplay starting to even out a little bit more.
I mean, Jeff is still like the whole secret ahead somehow. But it might be stream delay. I haven't paid super close attention to that.
Oh, because Ombo just goes directly to Twitch, so he probably does have more stream delay.
Yeah, that was my assumption. Because I saw Ambo pretty far behind, and I was like, there's no way he's that far behind. Like, Ambo's too good for some of this nonsense, right?
He had some real struggles with that spider in the water.
Oh, very interesting. So Jeff is playing a 3 secrets rush, is what I'm seeing here.
I see that as well.
I don't hate that. We were talking about this a little bit, and with there being all the Serena stuff that you can set up for, I think it's not a bad play at all. But I think Jeff needs some Bianco value with his start. So Ambo's probably going to do something like the hidden or 4 hoverless or something, right? And a big question is going to be, how greedy does Ambo get? Because Ambo can actually get greedy with this. Like, he can pick up probably everything in Bianco if he wants to. Or at least everything that would be like level shine oriented. So like the hidden and 4 hoverless if he wants. And maybe he can even squeeze in 15. I don't think he could squeeze in 20 though. I don't think he can get that greedy.
Well, on the flip side is, how greedy does Jeff get with the information, right? Does he delay anything at all with Serena? Does he think Serena is hotly contested at all?
It's a good question. The thing is that my thought process was, Jeff's gonna have the information, right? Because Ambo's gonna click 4 hoverless, and then you can kind of delay as long as you want, really. The thing is that Ambo's doing the hidden red, which I don't think is a bad call. I actually think it's a very strong call. But the question is like, is Ombo going to go back for hoverless or not? I think that's kind of a big make or break thing, and then 2H or H will become important. That's my prediction. But either way, like, even if Ombo can pick up all the Bianco stuff, like, Serena does have, what, 3 goals? And then 3 secrets as a 4th, because that's what Jeff is ahead to by doing this play. So it's not like, even if Ombo gets all of Bianco, that Jeff is in a bad spot.
100% agree. Serena has so many gold in this card. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
It's so atypical for a lockout card to be like this, where it's like, yep, you are okay doing Serena.
I don't know. I feel like Serena's become alright, like, over the course of a couple patches. It's not like you want to commit to, like, deep Serena early, but, like, a Serena 1 and 2, I feel like you can kind of just make that work. Alright, good
maybe,
call
but
from
even
Ombo.
For this card, even, like, going that little bit deeper for, like, Serena 18 has the juice as well, so...
Oh, yeah, I mean,
It's not,
eventually.
like, a hard
I just
stopping
don't think
point
you
like
want to...
most cards.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, what I've realized about Serena 18 is I always thought, like, man, going to Serena 4 really sucks. And then I was like, no, actually going to Serena 2 sucks. And after that, Serena's fine. Like, straight up.
No, you're definitely right there. I did not see Jeff's Manta. I wasn't paying close enough attention, but I'm going to assume it was a JeffCo Manta, and everyone can get mad at him.
Is that a good Manta or a bad Manta? JeffCo's
I
got,
think
like,
it's
80 JeffCo things,
It's a
so, like, I
stuffed
don't
Manta
know.
that ends up being good. It's a Manta that has no right being as good as it is.
Damn. And I need to start naming nonsense after me that isn't after my fails. Like the tomato blue. That's like the only thing I've got, and it's like the worst thing ever. So. All right, so Bianco for hoverless is not clicked. It's so interesting. It's so interesting to delay that.
Ombo, we were
Because
talking about earlier with the players trying to read the opponent. This is Ombo saying, I know Jeff is not going for that.
the
Or
thing
Ombo
is
saying,
that
I was slow, and I would have lost to this if Jeff was going for it.
that's true, but it could have
Ombo's
also just
gameplay-
been something like Jeff did a Piano 100, just delaying that, and then went to Bianco and tried to pick up whatever. Or like Jeff does a
remember-
Serena 1 for setup and then goes back. Like Jeff can just go back whenever. So then again,
remember,
like this is a good delay, but
Ombo
it's a
did the
scary
hidden
one.
before hoverless.
Okay, he clicks it. Yeah, I don't know. Even if you do the hidden before hoverless, it means that your opponent isn't rushing it, but that doesn't mean that your opponent can't also be in Bianco.
No, for
You
sure,
know?
but it gives you a good read on, okay, the skill is a little bit, I should just go for it just to get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then
exactly.
do a little persuader delay into gelato, so that way.
Yeah, the little. Well, I mean, it's not a persuade. It's a real delay, right? But yeah. I mean, I just think it was a good delay. It worked out. It was a little risky, but it's like you can take that risk. I don't think it's a bad risk to take.
No, it's a good risk if you do the hoverless secret first or hoverless hidden first, and then see the goal still unclicked. It's a good risk.
Yeah. The problem is that sometimes good risks end up being punished. And it didn't happen here, but I swear every time I make a good risk, I get destroyed. That's me. That's how I cope with losing.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ombo in Gelato 1. So this is probably the hidden red hoverless play, which makes a lot of sense. I think that's a pretty solid play to make.
The interesting thing will be on Jeff's side. Does he click 3 secrets? I don't think so.
Probably
There's no
not
way he clicked 3
immediately.
secrets.
Yeah, I feel like you can't immediately. Like you'll see 2HRH, and then I feel like what Ombo's progress is pretty clear. Oh well, the question actually Jeff will finish before that, right? Then again, either way, you see 4 hoverless, you have at least a little bit of time. Like you know Ombo has some
know
other
he's not-
progress, which in this case is 3 reds, but like it's not enough to just be Serena 2, right? Because like even if Jeff is like, let's say let's say Ombo did exactly what Jeff did, but just added the Bianco 4 hoverless. Even so, I feel like Jeff's played well enough to where you can just say, okay, I'm just gonna delay this 30 seconds, even if he followed me exactly with the Bianco 4.
Yeah, Jeff's gameplay's been more than solid.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this movement in Secret. This has been pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm sure somehow they'll be unhappy with it. But yeah, good call not clicking this instantly. And then 2H or H will probably reveal everything Jeff needs to delay this further.
Yeah,
Jeff will
that
know, like,
seems
okay, I have
pretty
at least
delay for
2
Ombo.
shines, 2 level shines that I can delay this. Which is a good amount of time, honestly. Like, the next secret for Ombo would probably be Pinna 2. And Pinna's okay on this card. We didn't really talk much about Pinna, but it's like, 5 from the back, Delfino Turbo, Pinna 100. It's kind of, oh no, Beach Blues as well.
Beach
So
Blues,
it's
yeah.
like, there's enough reason to go to Pinna. I wouldn't be
It's
surprised
not
if Ombo
crazy,
does.
though.
It's not crazy. It's like a solid Pinna card. One of those, you know? And you know what? I feel like that's kind of the best place for Pinna to be. Pinner matters, but it's not busted.
This is, I think, about as weak as you can get, I feel like, in Lockout.
For Pinna?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Most of the time, I feel like it's way stronger.
3 secrets.
That's a quick click.
That is fortunate timing for Ombo. Because Ombo, as getting the second hidden red hoverless, right? Is able to now know that, you know, Jeff has 3 secrets and not the hidden red stuff.
Here's that Pianta play we were talking about, which I think really makes sense for Jeff because if you do Serena, which is slow, you want to do some fast stuff as well.
Yep. This might be 100 actually. It is unfortunate that we're getting a little bit of stream freeze, but yeah, this does look like a Piano 1, which is you know, it's quick level shines, and level shines is a pretty important goal on this card because that's basically all both of them have been doing. So
yeah, there's not much reason to do anything about level shines right now.
yeah. I mean, you could do 15 Bianco. They both have the progress available. I feel like they're gonna kind of play chicken with it. But they'll probably wait until after 12 level shines is gone, is my prediction. How many are they both at? So Ombo is at 4, 3, so 7? And Jeff is at 6? Sounds right. Sounds right to me. Close enough.
Where does Ombo go? Back to Bianco? Or unlocking Rico? That makes more sense. Gotta unlock Rico eventually. Might as well do it now.
Has Jeff unlocked Rico? I haven't paid close enough attention.
I do not think so.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, this is a spicy one because now Jeff is gonna catch up on level shines a little bit. And one cool thing about Lockout is like thinking about when you want to do your plant unlocks is a big deal because like if Jeff does 12 levels before Pinna, which would be kind of a crazy call to make, but then Jeff has basically caught up. And I feel like you can kind of justify it. Like this will be 7 for Jeff, right? Then Piana 3, Piana 4 is 9, and then Piana 100 and 5 is so fast that you can justify it as a 10th. Question is really, what do you do after that? And do you keep going? You could secure Serena Hidden if you're concerned about that. But yeah, 12 before Pinna is kind of awkward. Because just so many shines.
All that you don't need Pinna.
Yeah.
Which
it'd be a pretty, it's not like a bad play, but it is a very like, you're giving up a lot when you don't really need to at this point. Then again, you have done Serena in this scenario. So
wait, where's Ombo going? Oh, he's not.
He's messing up the bird a little bit. Happens to the best of us.
11 Delfino on the card, so.
Oh yeah, that I forgot about that goal. I feel like that's a good it's just a good goal. Like 11 Delfino's so fast, man. Especially when you have the statue up. It's like a minute and a half for a shine.
We just talked about level shines being a potentially important goal here.
Yes, but I think at this point, like, the super early stuff is kind of out of the way. Ombo still has 2 HRH to show level progression. Even if he loses levels, right, like there's actually a fair amount of blue stuff on the board at this point. There's 5 blue goals that Albo has pretty good access to. 11 Delfino, 15-20 Bianco, 45-65 totals. So I feel like in terms of like if you can pick up all the blue stuff, you can sack some of the levels things and still be in a pretty solid spot as long as your shine progression doesn't tank too much.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Blues, that does build towards more goals. Levels, sort of does, but not really.
It does, but it stops at one point, kind of. Like when you're done with 12 levels, like there's no like 3 from 4. There's no like usually levels build towards a lot of things, but here it's less of the case. I feel
No,
it's kind of let's just like do a bunch of worlds for a while and then get the goal.
it's a weird card.
Yeah.
But you know
I
what?
wonder what
Weird
they're gonna
cards
do with
usually make
Pina.
the most entertaining and interesting matches, just because it requires the competitors to really think about what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been very hard to pinpoint a play as like wrong, right, uh, optimal. Like, who knows? Honestly, we're just here for the ride.
Yeah. So Ambo's in Rico 1 here works towards bosses. Technically 6 Rico shines, but that's not something Ambo's gonna be really thinking about until way later in this match.
Yeah, this feels like a blues play. Okay, so Jeff insta-clicks Piana Shines, which is fair. You haven't seen anything of Ambo's in a while, and now Ambo can continue to delay HRH.
Oh, Jeff's paused.
Oh, Jeff disconnected. Uh-oh. Jeff revealed the card. Are we good? Jeff connected. Okay, we're fine, I think. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Don't even worry about it.
Now we got both guys going for blue coins. Jeff now in Delfino.
Yep.
Ambo doing the classic pick up all the blues on the way to the Rico 1 boss fight because they're pretty much free.
They're so chill, man. You love to get like a 10 Rico Blues on any card. It's just a good feeling. You get your free little M's, you know? It's like a nice back massage. I don't know why, but it is.
No, for me, it's not the back massage. It's like one of those like head scratching massages. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, yeah. You just get that itch out. I see that. I see that.
That's what it feels like for me.
Is Jeff's doing honey skip, right? I assume.
No, he's just grabbing the blue.
Well, 11 Delfino's clicked. Yeah, I see him re-grab the ledge. This is definitely honey skip stuff. I
Oh, is
think.
it? Did
Maybe
he
I'm
unlock
wrong, actually.
Rico?
No.
I don't remember that.
I have no idea. You're right, actually. I don't know if he did unlock Rico. Jeff is like, we're getting a frame of a year. It is tough
It's a
out
lot
here.
easier to do honey skip if you actually play in more than 2 frames a second.
Yeah. Okay, he is doing... I swear he was trying honey skip or something, and now he's like, uh-oh, I have to do Rico unlock.
Man,
I kind of think Ambo is
so bad.
crushing here. Hot take.
I think
but
Ambo's
it's
doing
true.
really good. Jeff might have got a little too cute with it, but we'll see how it plays out.
Jeff really needs levels, and I think he needs some pinna. Like, the one thing Jeff has over Ambo is the Serena, but Ambo has 2 HRH still unclicked, right? Which is a pretty important goal, all things considered. And then he has the Bianco lead in the sense of he probably has better blue access. Though Jeff is hiding the Bianco information. Then again, is he really? Because he clicked 3 secrets, so never mind. He isn't hiding that at all.
Ambo also going to be set up to just go to Bianco next time and click off 45 blues, 15 Biancos, and 20 Bianco blues. So he could potentially get a triple click next trip to Bianco. Because he's got, 10 Enrico, 11 Delfinos. He'll get some more in Pinna right here just so he can be set up for the 45 play, right?
Yeah, I wonder how deep Ambo goes here. Because I feel like you can make an argument to just do Beach Blues and then leave and try and get 45 and 15 Bianco. Because 45, 15 Bianco for Ambo, quite important. Like, would be very valuable.
For sure. I think that's the play for Ambo as well.
But I also understand thinking like Pinna has what 5 goals ish, like doing it is kind of a big deal. So I sympathize with that line of logic as well.
Definitely a decision that has to be made if you're Ombo. Whereas if you're Jeff right now, you're kind of just trying to figure out what Ombo's doing to wiggle your way to your next path in this match. I'm struggling to see what I would do next if I was Jeff. Jeff might have a better idea. You might have a better idea than me.
I mean, if Jeff can pick up the 15 Bianco, I feel like you immediately take away a ton of value. I feel like at 29 minutes, it's way too greedy to just try and go to Pinna with the level of play that these guys have. So let's see what Jeff does. This looks like a Gelato beeline. Is he falling for the 2 Hidden Reds hoverless bait? That would be brutal.
Oh, and Ombo just clicked it.
Ombo just clicked it. But Jeff's in, so Jeff might just do the hidden and get out. Is there anything? I guess there's 4 Gelato, but I mean, do you really want to be doing that nonsense right now?
Yeah, Alright, Jeff's not exiting area. I guess that makes sense. That'd be even better.
Oh, this is probably is this a 12th level? That would make a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, it does
or like a
Gelato.
Yeah, it's a 4 Gelato setup with 12 levels. I can get behind that. As long as Gelato 2 doesn't happen, I'm on board. So Jeff does get levels probably. So that is a pretty important pickup for Jeff. I think the real thing is Jeff needs to take away something that Ombo's ahead to at this point. I think genuinely a 15-20 Bianco Blues would be a pretty good call, because you're taking away the one thing that Ombo has over you, which is Blues.
It does make 45 just a little bit stinkier for Ombo, and it brings Jeff into play for 65 probably. I'd have a hard time imagining Jeff getting 45.
The thing is I don't even think Jeff needs 45. I just think he needs to take the power out of 45.
Yeah.
Because if Jeff gets 15-20, it's what, 3 blue goals to 2 blue goals, and Ombo put in way more time at that point. So I feel like it's a pretty good like cost-benefit kind of situation where you put in less time and you got 1 less goal. It's not bad at all, and you have some compensation in like Serena lead levels, so you have stuff.
I guess my point was, if you make 45 worse, like you're saying, it makes 65 more available for Jeff to actually play to.
Yeah. And the cool thing about blue totals is, even if you don't care about 45 or 65 at all, you threaten it by getting 15 and 20. Because there's no other indicator that you're getting blues on this card other than like 11 Delfino, maybe 7 Pinna Beach Blues, and then 15 and 20. Because if you've got 20, like, you've probably just picked up like 10 to 15 fast blues in other worlds, and all of a sudden, like, oh no, I gotta be worried. And then after that, there's no indicators of blue progress. So it's like,
and
Jeff could be going for it the whole time.
Don't forget, Jeff also has progress to that middle goal, Serena 18.
Yeah, the Serena lead is a big deal for Jeff. It's very important. The thing is he can't really play into it yet because there's other stuff he has to contest first, but he knows he has that lead and he's like hanging on to it.
Does Jeff go to Bianco? I think that's the play for Jeff right now.
Looks like it, yeah. I think it's a great play as well.
This is why Jeff is so good at bingo. He knows what to do.
The 12 levels is also really cool for Jeff because it doesn't signal where he's been. So the 3 secrets and the 4 Pianta, like, those are pretty readable, right?
Well,
but those last couple levels could be anywhere. And they could be Pinna, right? Which Ombo might be thinking.
It could be Pinna. But you do also know Jeff's done Serena Pianta.
Yeah. Well, so what's the time difference between clicking 4 Pianta and 12 levels? It's 7 minutes. So 3 secrets signals at least 5 levels done, and then 4 Piana since, right? So I guess from there, like, it could reasonably like be something like a, let me think, Rico 1, another Shine and Bianco that got picked up, and then a Pinna 1. Like, I guess the real question is how long is Ombo gonna delay, or is Ombo even gonna delay 7 Pinna Beach Blues for very long? So Ombo's actually delayed a lot this match. I'm pretty sure every single Ombo click has been delayed at least a little bit. So he's really playing into the information game.
Was 11 Delfino delayed?
Slightly.
Slightly.
Not long though, I'm pretty sure. Which I think is crazy. I would never ever delay 11 Delfino, I feel.
Oh my god, Ombo. Ombo scared me a little bit.
Ombo's fine. Ombo knows what's up.
He saved it. Exit area.
Yeah, was is that just like a 5 blue pickup or something? Like I don't know what to make of that at all. Ombo's quite close to 45, which is good for him.
Is Ombo going to Pianta?
It
Is
looks
like, a Pianta
like
100?
Piano 100 with 45. I think that's a totally fine play. Yeah. I think that
Try
makes a
and
lot of
steal
sense.
Pianta value from Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just pick up it's such a fast 100. It's like you might as well spend the 2 minutes doing it. And what else is really screaming shine progress on this card? I guess Delfino Turbo, but you still need the Pinna progress.
Yeah.
And like 4 Noki is not strong enough to really be rushing.
Yeah, because this takes away Jeff's Piano 100 setup, which is faster than Piano 100, which is already just fast.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jeff, for Z menuing. We love a Z menu king.
Everyone loves the Z menu king at the end of the day. So does Jeff get a shine after this? Is there anything really left in Bianco? I feel like they've drained it pretty dry.
Is he just going for the turbo? No, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it kind of does actually. I'm kind of on board if Jeff does that. Because what else are you gonna get over here, right? You might as well just take the 20 seconds and get the turbo, I feel like. Because where's Ombo gonna get his turbo? Like also Bianco, right? And then where else? Like Delfino maybe, but like that's so far in the future that Jeff could have a chance to take the turbos. Either way, he needs to get his 20 first. I assume there's some like stream delay or something. And yeah, he's Z menuing, so he definitely clicked it after that. And yeah, okay, so he does leave? No, he gets the turbo. Okay, I like that, honestly. I think you just might as well get it. You're over here. It's okay. There's no more 12 levels you have to worry about.
I mean, if you're already going to exit area, you might as well exit area after grabbing the turbo.
Exactly, yeah.
See, Ombo collecting blues, and now he's going to start his quest for 100 coins.
Yeah. Has to secure 45 after what Jeff's shown, which I think is smart.
Jeff get there? Oh, yep.
Jeff's fine. Yeah. He's set. I
Remember
swear
when
every
Yato used to do
time
that crazy dive into the box?
he still does it, dude. He's crazy.
Oh, he does?
I could never. Yato's a king for that, I have to say.
That's an insane bingo move to pull off.
I mean, if you're confident in it, you might as well ball out.
Yeah, I'm just a coward.
Me too, yeah. At the end of the day, most of us are. PK especially. What's up, man? But, yeah, I mean... Okay, so Ombo hasn't shown 7 Beach Blues, right? That's no, it's not crazy anymore, I guess. Jeff hasn't shown any Pinna stuff.
I mean, how do you see 45 clicked off with like 15 and 20 Bianco Blues not clicked and not think the Beach Blues were done by
We're
Ombo,
part of
right?
it.
Like, where else would Ombo have done his blues? That's what Jeff's probably thinking.
I mean, Jeff might even read that. First of all, 7 is only 7, right? So, you know, Ombo could have just picked up a bunch in Rico. Like, a Rico 1 is something Ombo did do with a fair amount of blues. So I don't think that's, like, such an unreasonable thing to think. Gelato also has a couple quick blues. Like, the 45 could just be adding a bunch of blues up to get places.
There's Ombo clicking that off finally. But, I mean, if you're Jeff, you know 15 was not, like, over-delayed at all, because that would mean Ombo would just click off 20 immediately.
Yep.
So, Jeff knows that Ombo didn't do any of the Bianco blues.
Yeah.
So you gotta get the blues from somewhere. It is only 7, but you gotta get 7 from somewhere. It's just, I think Jeff probably would have made that read.
I mean, either way, it's clicked off now, so Jeff knows what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, Ambo is going back to Pinna.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Jeff also in Pinna. Makes sense for him to get Pinna 1 done for the boss shine and opens up Pinna 100 coin shine in episode 2 as well in case he doesn't want to go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jeff want to go deeper though? That's a question we got to think about.
So a big question I guess is like, so you see this now from Ambo. Do you give up? Do you want to follow in Pinna? Because following always sucks, right? But I
Especially
don't think following is so bad in the sense of, so you lose 5 from the back probably, right? You can maybe sneak in a pin 100 if you do it in 2, or even if you do it in 5. Because I don't, like, if, let's say Ambo does 5 from the back, do you really make the call to stay for pin 100s if Jeff has shown no pinna? Probably not. And then he also has the sort of late gut shot that is Delfino Turbo.
yeah.
So it's a big commit, and like I understand why you wouldn't go for it because it's a very big risk, obviously, especially if Ambo makes the call to do a lot of pinna. But it is like it's a good bluff, I guess, if you don't pick anything up.
But Jeff did leave, and now he's doing Gelato too.
Yeah, he has 3 here already. It's about the time in the match where you might as well pick that up, especially because it's just 1 shine. It's a stinker of a shine, but it is just 1 shine. So Jeff does still have the Serena. He's got the Bianco Turbo. I almost want to start talking like win conditions, but at this point it's like, what could you even talk about? It's too early, and they're both so even. Because Jeff has some stuff hostage, right? He has Serena, the 3 Serena goals hostage, counting Serena 5. He has a turbo, but not a very clear second turbo. He has 4 Gelato now that he's gonna pick up.
I mean, his second
And then
turbo
he has
at this
the
point is
Pianta
what,
lead.
Gelato?
Maybe?
Because you're
The
just a
thing
boss
is,
shine away from that.
yeah. It's actually really... So let's say Jeff wins the 3 Serena goals, right? That puts him at 8. 4 Gelato is 9. Pianta hidden, which he's ahead to, is 10. 2 turbos is 11, right? From there, he'd need 2 other things. And I feel like that's tough. Like, you can maybe finesse a 6 Rico with turbo, but that's a huge commitment.
I think the turbo's Gelato if you're Jeff.
Yeah, but then you still need a click, right? That only puts you at like 12. Then again, what does Ambo really have? So let's say he gets 5 from the back, 65 totals, pin 100. We'll just give him that. There's 4 Gelato clicked off from Jeff. Damn, he's grooving.
So if you're Ambo, when are you clicking off Piana 100?
I was wondering this. Like, Ambo's delays, I don't understand them. I don't understand how he has the knowledge to make some of these delays. It's very impressive. Also, what's really cool is Wiggler's going to be Jeff's 5th boss, which is actually a pickup that I wasn't even considering.
No, that's why I said Wiggler into Turbo
But
makes
yeah.
a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I'm starting to see I just didn't put the pieces together, but now it's like, wow, you're right. This is a 5th boss. That's a big deal. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I'm really liking Jeff's spot slowly as this match has progressed. I don't know. And I feel like Ambo...
Played it very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm sure... I don't know what Ambo's thinking, but if I was in Ambo's position, I'd be like, man, I do not know how to read Jeff's play right now.
Yeah.
And there's Ambo's click. I think to try and get in Ambo's head, I think this click makes sense because you see 4 Gelato clicked off. And then it's like, okay, well, Jeff probably didn't delay that, so we'll add a minute and then click Piana 100.
Yeah, but before that, what was it called? Jeff's last click was 20 Bianco. At which point, like, Jeff could have just gone and done the same thing Ambo did and Piana 100 for 45 at that point.
All right, and Ambo
Like,
is doing
Ambo
another
doesn't
100
know.
right now, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually a big pickup.
No, I
And then
like this
like,
because it removes some flexibility in what Jeff can do, and I think it's removes some what Jeff can do, and I think that's really important for Ombo, so he can have a clear view of what his end game potentially entails.
yeah, I like the play. I don't like the execution. This is a stinker pin a hundo. Ombo learn the route. Shaking my head. Okay, so Jeff's got the 2 turbos.
Oh my god, Jeff's delay is really bad.
Yeah, I know. I think we really were underestimating Jeff's position literally because his stream was behind like 40 seconds or something. Like, yeah, no wonder we thought he was in a way worse spot than he was. Like, we couldn't see anything.
Alright, so what does Jeff do next? Is it time to go back to Serena? Do you go? Okay, Jeff, hug the tree. Fruit Ladies. Wait, no, Fruit Ladies already got clicked. Oh, back to Serena. That's right.
Yeah, this is interesting to do now. You probably want to do Serena hidden to signal like I'm ahead. The thing is Jeff still needs what? 2 more clicks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 3 Serena is 11
No, I think this is a blues play.
for Jeff.
Yeah, I think Jeff might be making a sneaky blues play here.
I would have agreed, but now he's in the hotel. Well, I guess he could do it in Serena 4. This is Serena hidden, right?
No,
Oh no,
he's in
this is
3.
Serena 3. Oh, he wants to do 4 hidden. I feel like I would never play it like this, but I also respect Jeff enough to be like, I see where he's coming from.
Well, isn't Serena 18 easier in 4?
Well, you have to do it in 4, right?
Well, okay,
But
that's what I mean.
I feel like what I would do is just do Serena hidden, and then be like, I am holding it hostage, and then just leave and assume my opponent doesn't do it. Then again,
I
Ombo,
think
maybe Jeff is just really afraid because Ombo has literally been delaying everything. Like I feel like Jeff feels there's a piece of information missing,
that's
and that's
true.
why he has to make this play to secure stuff, which I fully sympathize with actually because Ombo has been hiding a lot. In fact, there's some players who do this, right? Ombo is one example. I think Libre is another example of players who just delay and get away with it. And I'm like, how the hell do you get away with some of the nonsense you guys are pulling? That's how I feel every time I watch him.
Yeah. No, Libre definitely does that. He just goes to every single world at all points in time of the match.
Yeah, it's so hard to get a read on him. Just because he's so slippery. And sometimes they never over delay, I feel like. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me how I feel like Ombo never gets punished for these delays. But I guess he just sees information in a way that I don't. And I have to say, it's impressive. I don't. I
He
can't
feeds
relate.
off cowards. That's what Ombo does.
He does feed off cowards. That's a good point. Okay, so
No
yeah,
offense,
this
Jeff.
is a I mean, I don't even think Jeff has played this cowardly in particular.
No, Jeff's route is very bold.
Yeah.
No, Rico 100s.
Jeff, you're doing this route? Cringe.
Not gonna happen because Ombo is just not over delaying, but delaying 200s and pin 100s right now.
Yep. He has all those goals already.
There's an insect blue.
No way, we're talking about insect blues again.
No, I'll drop it. I had to make
No, it was really funny. I just wanted to poke fun as well. It was good. I liked it. Isn't this where Jeff went into the attic?
For an 18 route by Jeff.
It's something. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's clearly practiced. It's known and understood. But it's missing that secret sauce at the end of the day, and so I can't rate it too crazy high. Okay, so Noki play for Ombo. Okay,
How many
Ombo
blues is
clicks
Ombo at?
200s, but not pin 100s. Interesting. That's
How
fair.
many did
honestly.
Ombo trade? Did Ombo trade 50?
Something like that. How many does he have right now?
He's got.
He must have traded 50. Yeah, I feel. I mean, no, because he picked up Butterfly after 45, so he must have traded 50. Otherwise, that would have been his 47th blue. Yeah, because I think he traded 20 and then he traded 30, so this makes sense to me. The blues
I
race gets
genuinely
pretty
think
close
Jeff
now.
wants 65 blues.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't believe it until I realized he was in Serena 3 instead of 2 hidden. And now I'm like, yeah, I can see it, honestly.
But Ambo seems to be making the read that Jeff wants that, and he is ahead, and he is working towards 65 as well.
Yeah, and he's at 59, so he should be able to close it out here. With some quick Noki ones. It makes sense waiting to Noki to do this, because it's not the most high value goal on the card, and Noki blues are pretty quick, so. Hard to argue with this play.
Jeff going to Rico next.
Is this a blues cleanup attempt? That's probably what it is, but it's just a little too late.
I think
And Jeff doesn't
the consolation
show.
is you can just default back into the blooper race and get some level progress in Rico in case you do need 6 Rico shines later on.
Which at this point it's kind of looking like Jeff needs, because so the score is what? It's it's 8-7 for Jeff. Combo's delaying pin 100, so it's basically 8-8 unless Jeff somehow makes the call to do pin
Well,
a
Jeff's
200.
delaying 18 Serena.
Yeah. The thing is that I'm already counting all the Serena goals for Jeff because Ambo's shown 0 Serena, which is maybe a bit presumptuous. Okay, Ambo clicks 65, so that's that taken care of. Jeff's gonna be sad.
Does it spook Jeff into clicking 18 Serena? I don't think it
Probably
really matters,
not. Yeah, I don't really see it being the case. I wonder what Ambo's.
I mean, Ambo's not going to go to Serena this match.
Yeah, I feel like he's just kind of giving it up, which I think is fair. If Jeff could steal a pin of 200, like this is another thing where like Jeff after 2 turbos totally could have just done pin of 200s. Totally valid play. He has the Serena stuff on lock, and it gets another click, puts him 1 away. Then you can 50-50 like Rico shines, Noki shines. And Ambo just doesn't even consider it. Or I mean, maybe he considers it, but he's just like, I still feel he feels confident enough to hide the information. Finally, the click comes through, but it's just, I don't know, it's crazy delays to me. I'm so impressed by this sort of understanding of the information. If I saw like a new player playing like this, I would probably advise them to be like, yo, be more careful with your delays. That is not safe.
Is this just going to come down to like a 6 Rico shines race and Ambo's ahead?
Yeah, I think so. The thing is Ambo probably stops off for the Delfino Turbo. But either way, Ambo's still more than ahead enough.
And Jeff's leaving right now. Which,
yeah,
this is not the winning play for Jeff.
Yeah, so Jeff has Piana hidden. So if I think leaving is, yeah, the thing is Serena is, he feels he needs to clean it up because he hasn't shown anything. And this is why I suggested the Serena hidden play. I understand why he went for 18 because of the 65 contest. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it was a good play. The thing is Jeff needs to, at this point, not pick up what he's behind to, but get what or not get what he's ahead to, but pick up something he's behind to. I think at this point,
needs right now is
for Noki.
maybe.
Ooh, pin of 5 could work too. The thing is Jeff has the 3 Serena, and I forgot he has Piana hidden, and that puts him at 12 if you count all those up.
No,
so he needs just one more thing.
He needs one. He needs one
Yeah.
more click somewhere, and I don't know where it's gonna come from.
And honestly, I can't really argue with how Jeff's playing this, because the way Ambo's played with the information this game, I would be scared too, man. I get it. I fully sympathize. I would be very spooked. So I understand why you feel you have to finish this. It is really unfortunate. I feel that that he didn't finish what's it called? Force the 4th Serena Shine, because then he could just do 4 hidden and it's a faster hidden, and he doesn't have to do 4 on the way to 5 like he has that done.
Definitely.
But I also understand because he was like, I need 65, so like it makes sense to me why he played it that way. All right, so Serena hidden clicked. He's gonna delay 18 Serena until to like feign that he's gone further in the world. is my guess. So he probably delays it like 3 minutes. That's my prediction. The real
Problem
question
is
is
Jeff's about to
what
go
calls do
to
they both
Rico.
make?
He's about to go back to Rico, isn't he?
It's Rico or Noki? Oh, and it's Rico, probably.
Oh,
Or
Serena
back
again.
Serena again. Interesting.
I don't think Jeff realizes he needs one more click from somewhere else.
I mean, I think he's probably just thinking like Ambo's maybe cleaning up his stuff, and then we can 50-50 Rico Noki. But what he doesn't know is that he's actually behind to both of those. Serena
He's behind Rico,
100s.
Noki,
Wait,
and
Serena
Pinna.
1? Oh, he needs to finish 18. Did he not get
Oh,
the
he hasn't finished
Nokis?
18.
That's
Oh.
brutal. Wait, but you can get 18 in 4. I don't know. Like even I guess he didn't get the water blue. He needed one Noki. Is that what happened? That's so goofy. That sucks. Yeah. Wow. That's
That's brutal.
unfortunate.
Especially in this
Yeah.
match.
That's just such a bad, that leaves such a bad taste in your mouth, I feel. That's really unfortunate for Jeff. Well, Jeff is making the Noki call.
No,
Nope.
he can't go to Noki.
He can't go to Noki, yeah. I guess he's cleaning up Piana? Yeah, I don't know. I guess Jeff probably thinks he's ahead to something that he isn't. Maybe Rico is that thing that he thinks he's ahead to. Because he does have 2 Rico shines, right?
He's got 2, but I mean, Ambo is.
I mean,
Unless
it's
Ambo
very
delays
hard
extra
to
speed.
read that Ambo is just trucked through this world. Because that's also such a committal play to make as Ambo, right? I kind of understand why Jeff doesn't really expect this. Because it's just a huge commitment. And Ambo's going to delay it as well. Because Jeff's shown so much progress elsewhere. So, like, he's totally fine doing that. I'm just mesmerized by how Ambo's playing with the information. I'm so
What
impressed.
helps trucking through the level too is that Ambo delayed some goals, so that way it
Yeah.
doesn't look like he trucked through the level as much.
Yeah, he clicked pin 100s in Rico 3, or as he got the Rico 3 shine. Yeah, wow, so interesting. I need to watch back more Ambo games, honestly. I feel like I've never really, because I don't know, he played what, seasons 1, 4, and 5, and 4 and 5 I was out of the action, and 1
Yeah.
I was just
No,
starting, like I
Ambo's
didn't even
good.
know who to watch. It's like I'm just
Ambo
so
is definitely
impressed
game.
watching this. I see this and I'm like, damn, I gotta watch more of this guy. This guy knows what he's doing.
No, I mean, then he gets Yoshi. Then, or he unlocks Yoshi and Delfino. Now he's entering Noki, and then this will probably play into the Turbo Nozzle next.
Or Turbo's, or yeah, the Delfino Turbo, yeah.
Yeah, Delfino Turbo.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ambo's set at this point. Unless Jeff makes the call right now to go pin a 5. But,
Which Jeff
I don't
is
really
behind 2 levels in Pinna, right?
3.
Or 3 levels.
Yeah.
He's do 2, 3, and 4 to get caught up to Ambo, right?
Yeah. It would have to be a scenario where Ambo does Noki 1, 2, 3, Jeff does Pinna 2, 3, 4, and Ambo gets the turbo or something, and somehow they all like equal out, and it's just a cinema race to the finish for Pinna 5. Jeff's making a good call here. This is the right thing to do. It's a really... Is this a really hard call? I was going to say this is a really difficult call. But I think the Noki play from Ambo makes the most sense. And then other than that, you kind of have... Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. He doesn't even have access. So I think this makes a lot of sense. Like, you have to kind of assume Ambo's not going to secure stuff right now. And it's the right call. This is as good of a call as you can make in Jeff's position. So we were kind of, you know, hounding him a little for securing the Serena stuff. I do think the Piana 5 was a little the wrong move. But I mean, now he's picked up the right call, which is difficult. Like when you get into this stage of a game, it's very hard to make the right call. And Ambo's struggling with the turbo.
He wants to see Shadow Mario bullying Ambo.
Yeah. Oh, is
What
Ambo gonna go to
great
Pinna
turbo.
though? Oh, what a call. What a great call. Does Ambo delay this? No way you're delaying this, man. It's 10-10. Okay, he clicks it, he clicks it, he clicks it. It's 10-10. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would insta-click that stuff. It's too late to be to be trying to play games. I don't know, but yeah, wow, Ombo's gonna pick this up, and
Jeff's gonna
that
cry.
should be the game. Yeah.
What a
Honestly,
match.
I think Jeff was really ahead even for a while when it was like 5-5. He made the call to snag the Bianca Blues, which was really good. I feel like he was in a great spot, and then somehow Ombo just like lived in his head and delayed everything perfectly. And Jeff didn't know enough. He didn't have the knowledge and felt he had to secure stuff for his
I'm
lead.
curious. I'm curious to see what Jeff's idea of his like 13th goal would have been, or he was thinking before
Mhm.
Ombo's delays really started messing with his plan.
Yeah. My prediction is it was just the 6 Rico, but we'll have to see. It could even be something as vague as like I thought I was gonna get one of Pinna, Noki, or Rico, and somehow I lost
For
all
the
3.
65 blues, he didn't think Ombo was going to go that hard for blues.
Yeah, I mean I do think the 65 Blues was the original plan, but I feel like after that, what was the idea? Because I think that was pretty obviously right. Like he ended up with 60 Blues. Like he definitely wanted that stuff. But yeah, wow, what a game.
And Ombo finally does not delay a goal. Well, I guess he didn't
Yeah.
delay. I guess he did delay Turbo Nozzle a little bit, right?
He delayed it like 5 to 10 seconds. He delayed it until he entered Pinna, which is like not that significant of a delay, but
Well, he's got stream delay too.
yeah, that's true.
So it's probably more like 25 seconds.
Well, surely it's not that big, the stream delay. Yeah, Jeff has to exit. This is tough for Jeff.
Mad props to Jeff for still playing hard, trying to
Yeah. No, this was
figure
a
out a good.
really good game of bingo. I think everyone watching, all like 23 of us according to Twitch, you guys are all on board, right? Like this was a really good game.
We talked about at the beginning. This is kind of a throwback to season 1 of Bingo League, and this definitely has, the same kind of level of gameplay, routing, calls, decisions as you would find in, Division. I guess they were in Division 2 back then, weren't they?
Yeah, crazy. But I mean, we both know how much both these players have improved since their season 1
Definitely.
debut. Like they've both won tournaments at this point.
I think chat's disagreeing with you, Tomato.
They're doing it for clout. That's not true. They're doing it to be contrarian, probably. It's my
Are you
that's my
saying
analysis.
DK is being contrarian just for the sake of being contrarian?
What? I would never.
Ombo entering Noki 3, which will
Yeah,
be
and this
his fourth
is
shine in
the
Noki.
fourth and shine. Yeah, great match. Great match.
I'm not exaggerating. When I saw this match pop up, I'm like, man, I am penciling that into my calendar and then circling it with Sharpie because I want
Big
to watch.
love to I was gonna say big love to Mason for restreaming this because this was a banger. And we're all better off having seen it now. So thank you,
Yes,
Mason.
Mason is a king. If he wasn't able to do it, I would have volunteered to somehow restream, and I don't even know how to restream because I just wanted to watch this match.
Honestly, we always need more restreamers. If you have non-doo-doo fart internet like I do, please, please, please become a restreamer. Save us.
My internet is like so shaky. It's
At least you don't have Starlink, alright? Trust me.
ooh,
Somehow that's worse. GG. Great game.
what a game! What a game!
Yeah. Let's
Essentially
get
a
him in here.
13-12.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Jeff was never contested the other games. Yeah, sadly, Serena 5 did not get clicked. A little tragic, but
Oh, Jeff cannot interview tonight.
oh, that's fair.
Fair enough. We're all busy, but yeah, great match.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else to be said. We kind of summed it up as the match was closing.
I was gonna say, should we get Ombo in here? But I feel like then it's we're interviewing one guy. He doesn't even have a mic. Then it gets a little awkward. But uh,
All right, Ombo is gonna pop in though, so
let's go.
we can get some insight on
We get
his
to grill him
delaying.
for all his delays. Yeah.
Yeah, basically what I want to know from Ambo is the delays and also how much was he reading Jeff? Like, was he pre-reading Jeff as soon as he saw the card? Like, oh, I know Jeff's gonna do that, or oh, welcome in Ambo.
Speak of the man himself. Hello,
So yeah,
Ambo.
I don't know if you heard what I was gonna ask you, but your delays. Let's start with those because you delayed almost probably 11 of your 13 goals, even if it was just like a 20-30 second delay. Was that just because of Jeff's Serena play being a little bit weird and you could play into that a little bit and make and mess with his head? Was that reading Jeff as knowing how he plays and how you can mess with his head because of your experience with him as a player?
If we were to
Yeah,
delay the
Three
early
Secrets
stuff.
told him he had
Yeah.
free reign to delay the early stuff, which makes sense.
Yep. Okay, here's my question. And that's I'll go with even both. So Piana 100 and Pin 100. You delayed those for a while. And Pin 100 I can kind of understand because you read that he doesn't have the pin of progress. Like there was definitely an out for Jeff where he just does pin 100 and wins in episode 2, but it's a harder call to make. Piana 100's delayed for like 7 minutes. What was the thought process? That one was really baffling to me, and it worked. So clearly, you know something I don't. But yeah, after the four gelato, it made sense.
Yeah, Piano was risky,
Okay,
but I only
interesting.
delayed for a few minutes, and then he clicked for gelato, so I clicked him in after
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah,
what I said.
yeah. No, but I mean, I was just so surprised from before the four gelato that was delayed for so long. I don't know. I'm impressed. I have to say.
Dude, I was on Ombo's wavelength with that.
Also, the call to commit six Rico, I was really impressed by. I have to say, that's a really hard
That
call to make in that scenario, and you just sent it through the whole world, and it was perfect. And you clicked pin 100 in episode 3, so it was like you masqueraded that as well, somewhat. That was super impressive. I don't know. We were we were uh, impressed.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
got
that
kind
makes
of
sense.
50-50, Serena or Pianta. The Blues, the 65 Blues call when you did was also pretty good because you
Yeah,
got
Jeff
started
was
on
catching
finishing
up.
that up right before Jeff was going to it. I mean, you were
He was at like 58,
comfortably getting
59.
it. Yeah, you're comfortably getting that, but then um, you did kind of make Jeff sad when you did click it.
Yeah. I really did like Jeff's gelato play, by the way. I assume you read into that properly when you saw 4 gelato into 5 boss into 2 turbo. So that did give you some information. I did like the play a lot.
Do you know what would be cool if we got like an AI voice for our texters, and that could be part of the interview where
We could do
we
that.
assign like random AI voice characters to these people.
Should I do my best AI voice for Ambo? Blues
I
was
mean,
a mess. I did the save warp, then figured he was probably doing Bianco, so I went to Rico to finish 45 into Rico 2. Any good? No? I think I need to
finish.
retire.
It's got
Anyway.
another. It's got another message.
Yeah. Look, no, no, you're not. You're not making me do that again.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. The 45 with Piano 100 was very good. We were big fans of that. Uh, I remember seeing that and being like, "Yep, that makes perfect sense to me." And it did, and it was a good call.
yeah. You did a
45
good
wasn't
job.
so close.
You did a
For the
good
record.
job of stealing value from Jeff. I think Jeff stole a little bit of value from you with like the Bianco play, but I don't know if Jeff did anything else to steal value from you, really.
Yeah, the Beach Blues was another question. So you said he showed no pinna, right? But what pinna would he have showed until the Beach Blues? That like what were you expecting, I guess, to see
Oh,
before you would have clicked Beach Blues?
Ambo thought Jeff had Rico.
Oh, level shines finish. See, we thought you might read 12 level shines as pinna, but then you delayed 7 Beach Blues for 6 more minutes. Like that could have been a pinna one, in is what I was thinking. But you felt confident enough to delay. He did click He did click 15 Bianco like 3 minutes after, but I feel like if 12 levels is Pinna 1 and then it's Pinna 2, he could have just picked up the Beach Blues. Yeah, I don't know. We were just really impressed how you read the information. I don't know. We
No,
we couldn't wrap our heads around it.
it was a solid match by you, Ambo. Solid match by Jeff as well.
It
And
was a really good batch overall. This was a great watch and great play. So
yeah, he kind of wanted me. He
mhm.
kind of let me have everything I wanted in early game by not committing to Bianco.
Yeah, that
Which
makes perfect
is
sense to
true.
me. Yep. But honestly, we thought that you were stronger out of the gate, but it somehow worked out very well for Jeff. Like picking up the Serena lead and able to hold that hostage, and then finding big pickups like 12 levels, and then also still stealing the Bianco blue value. We thought in the mid game he was in a better position, and you just happened to make really really good calls.
Yeah, we were talking about how, yeah, if Jeff played 6 Rico earlier, or even pin a 5 from the back earlier. Yep, exactly. Both of
Mhm.
those were things he could have done, but those are such tough calls to make, and I think your over delaying really helped make those calls tougher for Jeff to make. Just throwing
Mhm.
off the timing of everything in Jeff's head. But
Yeah.
we're just assuming what Jeff thinks because he's not here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we saw him play. We can.
Yeah,
Jeff did kind of get caught up in a bit of a Serena misadventure where he had to re-enter one to finish 18 blues, and it makes sense that he feels he needs to secure that stuff because it's very hard to read your progress to Serena. Like you could have had a Serena one whenever you could have been doing Serena at while you were doing Rico. Like he doesn't know, of course. Uh, so just yeah, great call. Or understandable call from Jeff to feel he needs to secure Serena.
once I showed Pinna, he could have assumed I'd try and steal after getting Yoshi.
Yeah, cutting out
Just
those
through
whenevers
Yoshi.
is pretty handy.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts you want to say, Ambo, before I think we wrap up? I think we've covered just about everything.
Mm,
All
all
good. All
good.
right.
All right.
Mason, are we gonna raid someone? Did you find someone, or what's the plan?
Poor man, but no one gave him anything to work with. It's actually
Yeah.
brutal.
You love
Underscore.
Rex. I
That's
don't know how
yeah.
I missed him.
A switch. Yeah, that's also a good one. Yeah, damn,
Oh,
you're
switch.
missing out on everything.
Oh, I did not look very closely.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. But
But
yeah,
yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
thanks,
I don't
Sunshiners,
know if
and
there's any
take
other
care.
matches coming up, but there
I'm
probably is.
hoping I'm hoping me and Rasmus gets restreamed because that might be the first time we get 2 wins as a team instead of one. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Either way, take care, Sunshiners, and we'll be back at one point with bingo, other stuff, and
I think we're gone.
we're gone. But that's okay. That's for the best.
Mason